There's a famous cemetery where a lot of foreigners are buried that Japanese go and visit up on the bluff called Yamate in Yokohama.
I think we've been in Japan for 130 years, and we rest on the shoulders of giants. Are we there yet? We're definitely not there yet. But from what I've seen in Tokyo, I think we've come a long way from where we were 15 years ago. Some of the things that have changed in Japanese society, the big recessions, breakdowns within the family, interpersonal things that people just deal with on a daily basis. All of these things have kind of caused, I think in God's providence, an openness that was not there 15 years ago when I first got here.
The Christian population in Tokyo is a little bit higher than the national average. It's probably 0.75% as opposed to under 0.5%, but you still have over 99% of the population who are not Christian, who are lost. There are so many barriers. Where do you start? To be Japanese is to be Buddhist or to be Shinto, and that Christian is this Western foreign religion, and to become a Christian is to give up your Japanese identity is a huge barrier. Their suicide rate is probably one of the highest in the developed world, over 100 a day. Mr. Sugioka worked for one of the largest, most well-known securities firms in Japan, and he was preparing to end his life. He had planned to jump in front of a train. But fortunately, Josh answered the phone. Mr. Sugioka was ready, and he prayed to receive Christ. The hurting and disenfranchised refers to anybody who's on the outside.
If you are homeless, for any space of time you handicap yourself, just in terms of society and getting a job, but because they lost their home, they really lost everything that was connected to their lives.
When we talk about gospel ministry, we're talking about a combination of physical and spiritual needs being met.
There's some degree of structure and training that is going on with helping people. And so they lead the groups, and then within that, at a separate time, there's also leadership training that goes on for these Japanese. And the Japanese are taking the lead, even though they're homeless. And we rest on the shoulders of giants. And so there's 2 or 3 generations before us who laid the foundations, and so we can't forget those people as well, or the people in the States who are praying for us now and loving Tokyo.